from New Hanover County Schools Television. Three-time Blue Ribbon winner for the North Carolina Schools Public Relations Association for Outstanding Electronic Media. This is your School News.
Welcome to your school news for the week of October 13th through the 19th, 2014. I'm Gabrielle Allen de Tuameza.
And I'm Maggie Cottle. Topping our newscast this week, School System and Chamber Foundation holds second annual Walk in My Shoes event, fifth annual Gifted Information Sessions and Advocacy Series kicks off, and Hoggard High School wins food drive. New Hanover principal gets pied.
Our top story this week, New Hanover County Schools and the Wilmington Chamber Foundation invited over 150 Wilmington community leaders to participate in the second annual Walk in My Shoes. The goal of the program is for community leaders to see the needs of the schools and how they are successful in the face of these needs. We get this report on the event from Dylan Grace.
Roughly 10 schools across New Hanover County opened their doors to help community leaders from county government, local businesses, and higher education to learn directly what it takes to run and operate an area school. It was all part of New Hanover County Schools' second annual Walk in My Shoes program.
It's an opportunity for the community to come in and see what happens in the school. Everyone's gone to school and they have a picture of what school's about, but school has changed so much over the last 10, 15, 20 years. We want these folks to come in and see what's really going on in our classrooms. Find out for themselves what it's like to be in that classroom with a teacher every day. See what kind of buildings our students are in, see what's going on in those classrooms.
Walk in My Shoes is a new program developed by the Wilmington Chamber Foundation and New Hanover County Schools. This special event was held in conjunction with American Education Week and was designed to increase awareness about the successes and needs of our schools.
The students and the teachers really have an extraordinary relationship and bond working together, that they utilize their space amazingly, including hall space and walls put up between classrooms, and I didn't know all that.
The 2014 Walk in My Shoes program served as an opportunity for community leaders to tour the schools and meet school district leaders, including teachers, principals, assistant principals, and central office staff. Those who participated from across the county learned firsthand about New Hanover County Schools' many outstanding points of pride, as well as saw the needs and challenges that the schools face every day.
I didn't expect to see the footprint that I see and the space utilization. I expected to see regular classrooms and children in the classrooms, rather than to have, instruction taking place in open spaces, and very well utilized and well done, but still not what we look at for education today.
A community thrives when its school system thrives. This event was an excellent opportunity for business leaders and local officials to visit classrooms to get a true picture of public education in action. Students benefited when business leaders took time to share their knowledge and resources. The collective efforts of parents, teachers, principals, school administrators, and business and community leaders proves that public education does work. Reporting for your school news, this is Dylan Grace.
In partnership with the Watson College of Education, New Hanover County Schools presented the 5th annual series of Gifted Information Sessions and Advocacy for the parents and caregivers of gifted children. These sessions focus on the characteristics, needs, support strategies, and enrichment opportunities for gifted learners.
The goal of tonight's meeting is to work with the gifted families in our community with the Gifted Information Sessions and Advocacy, and we do 4 sessions each year, and we invite different presenters or have different topics based on the interest of our participants. This is for all schools in New Hanover County, and each session is targeted at a different age group, and this evening session will be working with elementary and middle school students.
For this kickoff event of the school year, Dr. Rick Courtwright of the Duke University Talent Identification Program, also known as Duke TIP, was the keynote speaker. Duke TIP is a nonprofit organization dedicated to serving academically gifted and talented youth. As a world leader in gifted and talented education, Duke TIP works with students, their families, and educators to identify, recognize, challenge, engage, and help students reach their highest potential. The next 2 Gifted Information Sessions will be held on January 12th at 6 p.m. and May 18th at 6 p.m. Both sessions will be at the Dale K. Spencer Complex.
In other news, Alexandra Setter, a current Holly Shelter Middle School student, was one of 6 winners in the 2014 Young Artists Competition sponsored by Professional Educators of North Carolina. Alexandra was in 5th grade at Wrightsboro Elementary School when she created the winning artwork. Miss Setter and her art teacher, Bronwyn Guthrie, were recognized at an awards ceremony at the Wyatt House in Raleigh. Alexandra was awarded a Certificate of Achievement and a cash prize of $50. Miss Guthrie received a certificate and a gift of appreciation. Alexandra's work will appear in upcoming PENC publications.
John T. Hoggard's High School Student Council was challenged by New Hanover High School in a food drive to benefit the Little Red Wagon program of NC Nourish. The program provides supplemental food assistance to over 200 children each weekend in the New Hanover County school system. Together, the 2 schools collected over 800 food items. Hoggard High School won the challenge, so the principal of New Hanover High School, James McAdams, was pied in the face. Hoggard High School also won the football game that night.
Finally, New Hanover County Schools will host a series of community meetings in October to inform the public about the education bond referendum that voters will consider on November 4th. All meetings are designed for citizens to learn more about the need for the bond so that they may make informed decisions when voting. The first community meeting will be held at Snipes Academy, 2150 Chestnut Street, on Wednesday, October 15, 2014, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Other community meetings are scheduled as follows: Tuesday, October 28th, 5 p.m. through 7 p.m. at Blair Elementary School, 6510 Market Street. Thursday, October 30th, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Myrtle Grove Middle School, 901 Pioneer Road. All of these meetings are free and open to the public. For more information, please call the NHCS Public Relations Department at 910-254-4245. Now, when your school news continues, we have an exciting lunch menu forecast.
Plus, coming up in 60 seconds, we'll have reports on Trask Middle School student graduate from a great program, 3 students named commended students in the 2015 National Merit Scholarship Program, and Marching Band Showcase is scheduled for October.
This is Your School News on cable and online. Look for our blue logo for all the latest news online at www.nhcs.net. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
New Hanover County is growing once again. The cornerstone of our community, our schools, are bulging at the seams. The November school bond will help curb those growing pains. Funds from the bond will improve technology infrastructure across the district. The November bond will improve security across the district for every child and school. It will fund the building of an elementary school in the northern part of the county and rebuild 2 older, overcrowded elementary schools. It will fund repairs and renovations to both high schools and middle schools. For more information on the November school bond, visit the school system's website at www.nhcs.net. Remember, it's our schools, our community, our future.
Welcome back to Your School News. Trask Middle School students graduated from their gang resistance education and training last week. The ceremony was held in the gym and featured keynote speakers with the New Hanover County Sheriff's Department, GREAT, as an evidence-based and effective gang and violence prevention program built around school-based law enforcement officer instructed classroom curricula.
We learned not to be in gangs and how to resist it and how to say no to drugs and bad things.
It's been a good program because we can actually learn how to stay out of bullying, not to do drugs, and help other kids in need of being out of bullying.
The middle school gang resistance and education and training program consists of a competency-based life skills curriculum designed to produce knowledge and attitude and behavior changes through the use of easy lessons, positive behavior rehearsal, cooperative interactive learning techniques, and extended teacher activities. It is designed to provide students with the skills they need to avoid gang pressure and youth violence.
This month, the school system joins other school systems across the country, kicking off their annual National Bullying Awareness Campaign. In 2004, the North Carolina State Board of Education adopted education mandates that each local board of education must develop to report all acts of bullying. Long before that, New Hanover County Schools had launched a comprehensive bullying prevention program focused on reducing bullying and harassment of students district-wide. The program was designed to address the issue of bullying systematically and follows a strategic plan on bullying prevention. We get a full report on the school district's battle against bullying from Jamie Stalford.
Bullying has taken all sorts of new and high-profile forms, and public school systems like New Hanover County are fighting back through a variety of channels. From training peer watchdogs to staging assemblies and workshops for students, teachers, and parents.
New Hanover County Schools is ahead of the game, I believe, in dealing with bullying. When we compiled our statistics this past summer, we discovered that the national average for bullying reporting amongst 12-year-old to 18-year-olds was 28% nationally, and that was from the American Educational Research policy that they developed. When looking at New Hanover County Schools, we only 1.5% of our students are reporting bullying. It doesn't necessarily mean that there is not more going on, but in terms of people who are using the protocol, the reporting process, we do find that only 1.5% of our 25,000 students reported any type of bullying or harassment that goes on.
New Hanover County Schools has adopted anti-bullying policies in recent years, for the first time detailing priorities and programs for earlier intervention and mandating stricter reporting of student-to-student aggression.
The New Hanover County School Board does have policy number 8307, that can be found on the district web page for parents and students as well. That clearly defines what the district policy is. Bullying is prohibited, bullying, harassment, and discrimination, and also the procedures for reporting suspected bullying.
Long before bullying was a hot topic in the news, the school system has been providing support to schools. The district's elementary schools have used Second Step, a program aimed at core social-emotional skills. Middle schools have parent workshops, and on the high school level, peer mediation has been offered a method of combating bullying.
So throughout the district, various campuses are using either programs that they have purchased or those that they are using out of developing from their own experience. StopBullying.gov.org is also one of the tools that is being used.
Several schools throughout the system's campuses have already provided special bullying awareness and intervention training to students and their parents. Noble Middle School recently held a social media awareness seminar with a focus on cyberbullying, while other schools are ramping up their efforts.
What we do as a school is we do a lot of interventions, a lot of education with the students. We provide students with multiple opportunities to come and talk to adults about what is going on. So we actually are proactive, providing staff whose core responsibility is to work with children and bullying and intervene early before it becomes an issue that disrupts the child's life and their education.
With most bullying happening on school grounds, educators and school officials are often on the front lines in the battle against bullies. New Hanover County Schools will continue to include a bullying or harassment policy in their student manuals.
You've got to have bullying policies set forth in your schools. Number one, to make sure that the children are safe and that learning can occur. If you're worried about being bullied, either online or in person, you can't focus on teaching and learning.
Bullying can threaten students' physical and emotional safety at school and can negatively impact their ability to learn. New Hanover County Schools has found the best way to address bullying is to stop it before it starts, by putting into place things school staff can do to make schools safer and prevent bullying. Reporting for your school news, this is Jamie Stalford.
3 New Hanover County School students have been named Commended Students in the 2015 National Merit Scholarship Program by the National Merit Scholarship Corporation. Commended students placed among the top 5% of more than 1.5 million students who entered in the 2015 competition by taking the 2013 preliminary SAT National Merit Scholarship Qualifying Test. The 2015 Commended students, Aisling Hinahan and Megan Ogerchuk from Hoggard and Jesse Berliner Sachs from New Hanover.
Lauren Rottenkrantz with the WECT Weather News team came out to Castle Hayne Elementary to talk with second graders about weather and the life of a meteorologist. Lauren talked to the students about clouds. She told the students that clouds are a large collection of very tiny droplets of water or ice crystals. The droplets are so small and light that they can float in the air. Students were amazed to learn that low pressure areas, cold fronts, and even the jet stream can all bring different types of weather to Wilmington. Ms. Rottenkrantz told the Castle Hayne students that her job as a weather forecaster is to predict what the weather will be like in an hour, tomorrow, or next week. That weather forecasting involves a combination of computer models, observations, and a knowledge of trends and patterns. By using these methods, reasonable, accurate forecasts can be made up to 7 days in advance. The Castle Hayne students had a blast.
Finally, New Hanover County Schools presents the Marching Band Showcase feature of the marching bands of Ashley High School, Hargood High School, Laney High School, and New Hanover High School on October 21st, 2014 at 7:00 p.m. in the Scott Braswell Stadium on the campus of Hargood High. The audience will also have an opportunity to hear the 8th grade bands of Holly Shelter, Murray, Myrtle Grove, Noble, Roland Grice, Trask, Virgo, and Williston. The public is invited to attend this exciting evening of marching band music presented by New Hanover County's finest bands. There is no admission fee for this event. In the event of rain, the showcase will take place at 7:00 p.m. on October 28th, 2014.
Now don't go away. Coming up, the education bond is on the November ballot. We have a special report on some of the renovations that bond will address.
Plus, we have this week's edition of the Lunch Bill Affair.
Your school news will continue after the break. Welcome back to Your School News. In this block of our newscast, we are featuring special reports and in-depth features.
This school year started with close to 27,000 students enrolled in New Hanover County schools. It is forecasted that the number is expected to grow significantly in coming years.
To continue to be a district of excellence and provide all students a high-quality education, measures must be taken to maintain our facilities and keep safety a top priority.
This month, we are looking at some of the core components of the proposed education bond. These reports focus on security, new construction, school improvements, and this week's system-wide renovations.
To learn all about the education bond,
although it appears our schools are in good shape based on achievements by our students, our school facilities need to be improved. Faced with aging classrooms and the need to bring school facilities up to current standards, the New Hanover County School System has placed 8 major renovation projects on the education bond on the upcoming November 2014 ballot.
It's time for a major renovation to bring the school up to today's standards for schools, bringing modern technology into the building, and to replace the building infrastructure, the HVAC systems, electrical systems, plumbing systems, and in doing so, improve the conditions and hopefully improve our building efficiency too.
The renovation projects are divided into 3 categories: major, moderate, and minor. Some of the major project work consists of complete interior demolition of buildings, interior reconfiguration of spaces, and replacement of all major building systems. Moderate projects include construction to create appropriate learning environments and bringing existing buildings and sites into compliance with current codes. Finally, minor projects consist of repairs of select major building components such as roofing, windows, flooring, ceiling, and lighting.
Well, we've got some renovations planned at New Hanover and the George West building. That's a school that had some renovations, pretty major renovations in the main building as part of the 1997 bond, but we weren't able to get into the George West building. Wasn't programmed at the time, but So we'd like to finish that project and complete renovations there. We've got a new gymnasium planned at Laney High School as well as here at Hoggard. And then we're going to tackle some of the middle schools that are in the greatest need. Trask, Roland Grice, Myrtle Grove, and Noble.
Quality schools are essential in a community that recognizes its most precious resources, its children. Appropriate modern facilities supportive of today's technology are an essential component of fulfilling this mission and meeting community expectations for students.
You know, I don't know that we can address all the needs without a major project.
The need to renovate or replace obsolete facilities is ongoing. Decreased capital funding over the past several years has resulted in deferred maintenance, repairs, and replacement of essential building systems and components. Major renovations are needed at schools that have not had any significant work since originally constructed almost 30+ years ago. Reporting for Your School News, this is Bobby Blue.
To learn all about the Education Bond, you can visit a special comprehensive website that contains all the facts and information needed to become fully informed. Just go to www.nhcs.net and click on the bright red apple with the tagline, "Our Schools, Our Community, Our Future."
And join us next week for another special report as we count down to the November Education Bond with a look at just how the bond funds would be used to build new schools and replace old ones.
It's time now for this week's Lunch Bill of Fare. Gone are the days of mystery meat and the crabby hairnet-wearing lunch lady.
Across the county, school lunchrooms have gotten a facelift and a menu makeover.
This week, our lunch menu analyst, Creed Rassin, joins us with this week's school lunch menu so parents, students, teachers, and everyone working with the New Hanover County school system can plan their lunchtime options.
Here in the newsroom, I've had a chance to review this week's lunch menu. We have a lot of variety this week for lunch because it's National School Lunch Week. Let's take a look at this week's selections. On Tuesday, October 14th, recharge through your day with delicious overtime orange chicken or breaded mozzarella sticks. Pick up a side with glazed carrots, garden salad, or fresh fruit. On Wednesday, October 15th, it'll be a tough decision between kicking lasagna roll-up or a pork chop sandwich. Keep your good lunch going with corn, a garden salad, and peach crisps on the side. On Thursday, October 16th, get ready to bring your sombrero for touchdown nachos grande, or go neutral with fish sticks. On the side, cornbread muffin, black beans, and corn salad, sweet potato waffle fries, a garden salad, and fresh fruit. On Friday, October 17th, end your week with racing pizza or a submarine sandwich. Sides include black-eyed peas, carrot sticks, a garden salad, or mixed fruits. For the weekend, I've got a healthy tip. Instead of being overly concerned with counting calories or measuring portion size, think of your meal in terms of color, variety, and freshness. This way, it should be easier to make healthy choices, focus on finding foods you love, and incorporate a few fresh ingredients. Remember, it's all about eating right. After the weekend, come back to chicken Alfredo with a breadstick or French bread pizza. On the side, garden peas, glazed sweet potatoes, a garden salad, and mixed fruit. Remember, it's important to get a healthy lunch to get energized for your favorite sports or activities. A healthy lunch also gives you the fuel you need to succeed in school. Now let's look back on some of this week's menu choices. On Tuesday, enjoyed breaded mozzarella sticks. Wednesday, of one of my favorites, lasagna roll-ups. And don't miss Pizza Friday. This week also features some great sides like peach crisp, black-eyed peas, and fresh fruit. Well, that does it for this week's lunch menu, so don't miss out on your school's great selections. From this newsroom, this is Creed Rassin, asking, what did the baby corn say to the mama corn? Where is popcorn? Get it? Now back to you.
Don't forget, you can also catch the Lunch Bill of Fare during the morning show here on the Learning Network and get lots of helpful nutrition information online at www.nhcs.net/nutrition.
Now don't go away. Coming up, we walk to Forest Hills Global Elementary with students and their families.
This is Your School News on cable and online. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
There are a million places you'd never consider texting. So why would you do it while driving? Leave risky driving to the professionals. Stop the texts, and together we can stop the wrecks.
Welcome back to Your School News. We close our program with Forest Hills Global Elementary and International Walk to School Day.
International Walk to School Day is a global event that involves communities from more than 40 countries walking and biking to school on the same day.
It began in 1997 as a one-day event. Over time, this event has become part of a movement for year-round safe routes to school and a celebration, with record-breaking participation each October.
Today, thousands of schools across America from all 50 states, the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, and New Hanover County participate every October.
Here in New Hanover County, Forest Hills Global Elementary joined this year's celebration as students, parents, and school neighbors walk to school en masse.
Carrying signs and banners, the group sang and cheered on their route to school. International Walk to School Day events are aimed at bringing forth a permanent change to encourage more walkable America, one community at a time.
For Forest Hills, it was a thrilling event for everyone involved. At the end of their walk, Principal Greenwood and the school mascot, Molly the Mustang, were there to greet the students and parents with high fives and hugs as they walked onto campus.
All the schools in our community that participated in International Walk to School Month gave children's parents and school teachers community leaders an opportunity to be part of a global event as they celebrate the many benefits of walking.
That does it for this edition of Your School News. Recapping some of our main stories. School System and Chamber Foundation held 2nd Annual Walk in My Shoes event. 5th Annual Gifted Information Sessions and Advocacy Series kicks off with a speaker from Duke. And Hoggard and New Hanover High School collect over 800 food items for NC Nourish.
Remember, your school news is on cable and online. And don't forget to start your morning with our Light and Lively morning show weekdays at 6 a.m.
I'm Gabrielle Allen, des Trois Maisons.
And I'm Maggie Caudill. On behalf of the entire YSN crew, thanks for watching New Hanover County Schools TV on the Learning Network of the Cape Fear. Have a great day.